Around the world, a handful of establishments are turning to the same methods in an attempt to harness energy from intensive computing for greater societal use, including to heat a town in Finland and an Olympic pool in Paris. But while proponents argue that these solutions could lower local energy costs and reduce electricity and water usage, some environmentalists worry these small-scale methods obscure much bigger problems. Data centers use a massive and increasing amount of energy, with many of them powered by fossil fuels. And most of their heat waste isn't being channeled into productive uses at all. Heating a swimming pool with wasted data center energy on its face is a good idea, but it sort of looks like using a gas-guzzling Hummer's radiator as a panini press. Jeremy Fisher, Sierra Club's principal advisor on climate and energy, wrote to Time. Maybe it's clever, but it doesn't really address the core issue that we need to power our economy with clean energy in order to avoid the climate crisis. In the heart of Brooklyn, the Bathhouse was an urban oasis, known for its luxuriant heated pools, invigorating cold plunges, and rejuvenating saunas. Co-owners Goodman and Travis Talmadge wanted to offer the ultimate relaxation experience, which meant wrestling with hefty energy costs due to the relentless electric heaters they initially used. Electric heaters are real energy guzzlers, Goodman often lamented, shaking his head. They constantly drain power from the grid. They may be cheap initially, but they are far from energy efficient. The duo was determined to find a more sustainable way to heat their precious pools. Then one lazy evening, while scrolling through YouTube, a video caught Travis's eye. It featured a Bitcoin miner who had ingeniously heated his backyard pool using the excess heat generated by his mining operation. Intrigued, Travis delved deeper, uncovering a niche community of Bitcoin miners who were harnessing the otherwise wasteful heat of their computing rigs to warm their pools. Bitcoin mining, an energy-intensive process where computers solve intricate equations to unearth new Bitcoin, generates substantial heat. Typically, miners keep their rigs cool with fans to prevent overheating. However, a few innovators around the country were using heat exchangers and pumps to capture this excess heat and repurpose it to warm pools. Excited by this discovery, Travis rushed to share the idea with Goodman. "Think about it," Travis exclaimed, eyes wide with enthusiasm. "We can mine Bitcoin to cover some of our costs and use that heat to warm our pools. It's a win-win." Goodman's skepticism quickly melted away as he considered the proposal's brilliance. Investing in a few mining rigs, they set up a system where the heat from the rigs was captured and channeled into their pools. Not only did this drastically cut down on their energy consumption, but it also offered a new revenue stream through the mined Bitcoin. The Bathhouse soon became famous for its innovative approach. New Yorkers, ever the connoisseurs of the cutting edge, flocked to experience the unique blend of traditional relaxation and modern technology. What began as a quest for cost-saving turned into an emblem of sustainable ingenuity, proving that sometimes the wildest ideas can lead to the most remarkable transformations. Goodman and Talmadge were inspired to attempt the same method. Bathhouse now has 12 ASIC computers, a type of computer specializing in mining, running in Brooklyn and 20 ASICs in Manhattan, for a total of 5,200 terahash, less than 1/100 th the power of many industrial-sized Bitcoin mining rigs. The company is also currently planning an expansion that would triple the size of the Bitcoin operation at the Brooklyn location. Goodman says that Bathhouse's electricity bills are more or less the same as before, around $20,000 a month in Brooklyn and $40,000 in Manhattan. Their Bitcoin initiative also came with the hefty upfront costs of buying ASICs and other equipment. But Goodman says that their mining operation is more energy efficient than electric heaters and earned the company 1.5 Bitcoin last year, about $90,000 in today's prices. Goodman plans to hold on to the Bitcoin they earn rather than using it to pay for operating expenses, betting that its price will increase in the long run. If the price of Bitcoin tanked and went to zero, and then we would have a bunch of equipment that would be really pointless, and we would definitely be rethinking what we're doing, he says. We are doing it because the economics make sense in today's world. Goodman's commitment to Bitcoin is evident from the moment one walks into the Manhattan location. Copies of the book, The Bitcoin Standard, by the anonymous author, Safidi and Amos, sit on a central shelf in the lobby, flanked by soaps and bathrobes. Polls show that Bitcoin remains unpopular among large swaths of the American population, but Goodman says the backlash they've received has been minimal. We've had a few detractors, but the vast majority of our customers don't care either way. They don't sit in a pool and wonder how it's heated, he says. Goodman also stresses that the point of the mining rigs isn't to maximize profitability. In fact, the miners go to sleep whenever the pools reach their desired temperature, which means that Goodman is theoretically leaving Bitcoin on the table. Bitcoin mining is not really the business I want to be in, he says. We're doing it as an efficiency move. We're trying to have the happiest customers and the most awesome tech. Other pools powered by data centers. A massive, global boom in data centers has taken place recently, brought on in part by the rise of Bitcoin mining and the explosion of the AI industry. Environmentalists worry that this rise could bring countless negative effects. Energy costs for consumers will increase, more fossil fuels will be burned, and climate goals will be cast to the wayside. In response, some data center industry players have been working to channel the heat from their operations into more productive uses. In Paris, a data center is turning its hot air waste into water and piping into a local energy system, routing to buildings including the Olympic Aquatic Center. The mayor of the Paris suburb Saint-Denis claims that using the data center as an energy source will spare the region 1,800 metric tons of CO2 emissions per year. Deep Green, a British startup, has introduced an innovative way to heat pools by using data centers. Traditionally, pools were heated with water boilers, but Deep Green advertises a cyclical system where cold water from pools cools data servers, which in turn heat up and send energy back to the pools. According to Deep Green's founder and CEO Mark Jornsgaard, their data centers are not only highly energy efficient, but also support local communities by providing free heat. Industry players and government officials are optimistic about scaling these solutions to help the European Union meet ambitious environmental goals, such as reducing emissions by 55% by 2030. Across the region, various projects are capturing and reusing heat for homes, offices, and universities. However, the market for redistributing data center heat remains niche due to cost and distribution challenges. Some critics, such as Fisher from the Sierra Club, have compared these efforts to greenwashing, a practice where companies make deceptive claims to appear more environmentally friendly. Fisher argues that instead of focusing on heating swimming pools, there is a need for greater transparency in an industry impacting the electric grid, environment, and public health. Sasha Lucioni, an AI researcher and climate lead at Hugging Face, acknowledges that while such solutions can be impactful, they address the downstream aspects of the issue rather than making AI less research-intensive. She questions whether these initiatives are significant or rapid enough to make a substantial difference.